The pandemic has hit a lot of small businesses hard, and even before COVID-19, many were struggling to access finance and find resources that really support them in growing and scaling their businesses. Well, that's why JMMB set up its SME unit specifically to support small businesses. Joining me now, we have Shani Duncan Faulkner. She's the Senior Corporate Manager at JMMB Group's SME Resource Centre. We also have Kevin Foreman. He's the Country SME Relationship Specialist at JMMB Bank. Hi, Shani. Hi, Kevin. Thanks for having me in your beautiful lounge.
You're great. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, so the SME Resource Centre, I was actually one of your first clients, even before you officially launched, because you started in Jamaica in July 2020, and you guys helped me out in like May, June 2020. So,
yes, I know.
And I had a great experience with it. So tell me, why was the concept born? How was the concept born?
So the Resource Centre really came out of a love for our clients and knowing that we wanted to be with them through every stage and be able to help them. So what we did is that we partnered with about 20 partners within the Resource Centre to make sure that within marketing, finance, accounting, anything that they need, they can come to us for. So we have bank, we have group, but then we also had to say, let's give them a solid resource center that they can come to get help.
So this was launched in the early stage of the pandemic, 2020. At the time, we thought that was late stage. We thought it would blow over quickly, right? So July 2020, was it in the works even before COVID-19?
Yes, definitely. And I think even maybe a year before that. So we were planning for a while. And we had it up and running, but we hadn't launched it. It's big.
Yeah.
So tell me about the services that you offer.
So at the bank, JMMB, through our SME unit, we provide what I'd call a full suite of services to our clients. In fact, Shani alluded to the Resource Centre. So what we have conceptualized and what we're doing is to come from the client's perspective. What are your needs? And then we respond accordingly. So in the earlier stages, when we were thinking about how do we best serve our clients, we did some what we call testing. We had some focus groups with our clients to see what are your main issues. What are those things that cause you to feel as if your bank is not responding to you the way you want? And it reveals some interesting things,
Like what?
So our clients mentioned that banks just don't listen to them. They don't feel as if the solutions are tailored to their needs. They feel as if they're fit in a box and are expected to respond accordingly. They feel as if the bankers don't have time for them. Not saying this is an indictment on banks necessarily, but this is what our clients were saying. So we took this information and brainstormed. How can we organize ourselves to serve our clients? And so from that, we now have a dedicated team of SME relationship managers spread across the island. And their sole duty, I say, or their main responsibility is to attend to our SME clients.
So all of this would have come out of those discussions that were had with the banking community in general, with small business owners in particular. I remember I went to a few of those sessions and there were a lot of frustrations coming out, particularly as it relates to access to finance. So how have things changed in helping small businesses get access to finance?
So Shani and I, we sit on a subcommittee of the PSOJ, the Access to Finance Facilitation Panel. And I tell you, we've had many nights of intense discussions around this. How do we increase or improve access to financing for SMEs? We're not where we want to be, and I'm speaking across Jamaica in terms of a banking industry, but I see where we're making some improvements. So, I can speak for JMMB, of course. We have organized ourselves in such a way that we're providing solutions to our clients which were not normally available to them. So if you take receivables financing, for example, where, despite you may not have having the usual stuff, the collateral and so on, we can still provide a solution for you given your situation.
Right.
So we are using not unorthodox, but non-traditional methods to provide solutions to our
And
clients.
receivables is an easy one because you have the contract, you know the money is coming, especially if it's a solid client, and
Yes.
you just give the business owner the money up front,
Right.
and then you collect the receivables on their behalf.
Exactly.
It's a low-hanging fruit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
So access to financing, and then you also, Shani, spoke about the different companies that you partnered with in order to help small businesses get the resources that they need. You said accounting. Tell me some of the other ones.
We have in terms of marketing, we have in terms of accounting, finance, taxation, anything that you can think of that you would need for your business. We have business planning services. So we do a proper needs analysis on our clients.
Right.
So anytime a client comes in, we do a full needs analysis on them, and then we realize where their shortfalls are.
Right.
And then we say, okay, based on this, maybe you may need additional marketing support, for instance. And we pair you with the best company. So just because we may have 5 marketing companies, we wouldn't just give you to anybody. We would make sure that you're with the right partner. And also too, based on your budget and what you want to do, how much you can spend.
So how does it work? Once I am a client of the bank, do I get access to the service, or do I have to come specifically to the SME unit? How does this go?
So once you have an SME bank account, you're able to access the services of the SME unit, of the SME Resource Centre. So all you need is an SME bank account and you have access to those services.
And is there a cost?
No,
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 My favorite price.
it's free.
yes.
But the services through your partners are paid for.
Right, they're paid for, but we have worked out that they're discounted. So if you are a JMMB client coming to them, then the service is discounted based on our relationship.
With a group of companies, JMMB Group, so we also offer investment services to our clients through our insurance brokerage. We offer insurance solutions to our clients. So when you come to us, we offer a full suite of solutions to you. And if it's something that we do not have, we find it outside.
And it's individualized attention, like you said.
Yes.
You've also had, over the past year, a series of webinars. I know because I've attended a couple of them, and they're very useful, very good. So tell me about the webinars.
So we have open webinars and then we have closed webinars. So the open webinars, we open it up to the public, JMMB clients, non-JMMB clients, so that they can come and really see what the Resource Centre is about and see the services that we offer, and really have our partners come in and provide that support for our clients. But then we also have our closed sessions, and our closed sessions are very small, and what we do is we make sure that we have personalized service. So maybe something that they couldn't specifically pay for if they went on one-on-one, they would get it in a group of about 6. It really works. And then we've been pairing industries too. So if you're in a particular industry, we have a group session with you, CEO roundtable, where you can talk about what's happening in the industry and how best to collaborate.
So you did 25 webinars over the past year?
Yes, yes.
That's a lot.
That's
like one every 2 weeks.
It is. That's exactly
Yes.
what it was.
Yes.
And you also have a newsletter.
Yes.
You guys are doing the most. That's webinar, newsletter.
Yeah, so we try to think of everything that our clients would want and be able to say, okay, yes, we can give this to them. So even our clients would say, but Shani, you have this? And I'll be like, no, let's do that. So we really take information from our clients.
What's the SME directory? What's that about?
SME directory.
So the SME directory is from our clients who come to our sessions, and they opt into the SME directory. So right now we have about 80 clients in the directory, and we've grouped them by industry. So this is how now we do our CEO roundtables and have the collaborations with them.
So this is a place where basically you list your business and the services that you offer.
Yes.
And this is circulated to who? JMMB clients?
It's circulated to those clients who attend our webinars and who say, yes, they want to be part of this. So it's a community of our clients who come to our webinars.
So this way you can support each other.
Exactly.
So I have a small business, you have a small business, I can use your service,
Yes.
you use
Right.
mine.
Right.
Yes, and it's coded by industry. So if you know, okay, I'm looking for this particular thing, you go and you see it and you're like, okay, I'm going to support this person because they're supporting me and they're part of JMMB.
So how many people do you currently have in the SME resource, SME unit?
Last year, when we started our budgeting process, COVID hit. And so we had to step back a bit. We moved from being aggressive to a defensive position where we kind of wrapped our arms around our clients. Because they were very uncertain. We were uncertain what would happen. And so we reached out to them individually. We gave them a call. What's happening in your space? How do you believe this might affect you? How can we assist? And so we were able to really extend a lot of moratoria and all types of financing solutions to our clients during that initial difficult period.
I'm sure.
Right. I'd say after the first 3 months, we kind of moved to a more aggressive position where we were hitting numbers of pre-pandemic targets.
Nice.
And so we kept our eyes on the ball, and we did well last year. And so we are aggressive again in the space for this year, certainly.
And I mean, even to add to that, like with the resource center officers, they have to go out there and really ask the clients what their needs are. And we do a survey on them. And last year they got 96.5 for the whole year. This last quarter, they were scored at 100%. And this is when we call random clients to ask them, how has the service been?
Right.
And there are about 20 questions, and every resource center officer scored 100%.
Beyond 2022, any new plans?
For a lot of SMEs, the collateral issue is one of the biggest problems. They just don't have the security.
Right.
And so they have good businesses, but they do not have security. So through EXIM, we've partnered in such a way that the collateral piece is covered and the financing is done through us. So we're working on that. We recently signed an agreement with ATL, Appliance Traders Limited, where we will be providing financing to their SME clients. So we're working on that for this financial year. And we have some other things that we're not going to speak about just yet.
I'll speak about the accelerator program.
Right.
So within the resource center, and this is perfect, it was launched August 2nd.
Right.
We have a 2-year program for our clients that we're doing in collaboration with UTech, and they get growth wheel assessment. We're able to update their marketing plans, their business plans, and we have some key KPIs that we want to see to help their business grow within the 2 years. So it's a dedicated program for them. We'll have workshops for them with key assignments to complete. So we're really looking forward to bringing in these clients and watching their growth within 2 years.
So for 2022, one of our main focus is to make it easier for SMEs to access financing.
Hallelujah. We need that ease for sure.
And we've done some work already. We've, for example, looked at our adjudication processes. We've looked at the entire processes that relate to how do we deal with SMEs internally. And we've made some changes, or changes were approved internally. So what we want to do is, when we have a conversation with a client, we can say to you that you will hear back from us within a week.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you again so much. Like I said, sign me up. I'm ready. We need some of this help. I mean, so many small businesses out there are struggling, not knowing what to do. And it's great to know that we have this type of resource here available for free.
For free.
Yes.
For more information, you can visit jmmb.com or call 876-998-5662. You can also visit my website, KalilaReynolds.com, for a summary of this episode and to subscribe to my newsletter where we get the recap as well. That's it. I'm Kalila Reynolds. Let's get this money.
Let's get this money.